Big Ten women's basketball is almost here. Media days happen tomorrow, so it's time for our big stat presented by Gatorade. And look at this, back-to-back 30-win seasons the last 2 years for the Iowa Hawkeyes. That is as good as anyone has done in this league since Maryland back in 2015, 16, and 17.
Which brings us to our big interview. We're glad to go out to Iowa City and check in with Sydney Affolter, senior on the Iowa women's basketball team. So, Sydney, it was such a crazy long year last year for you and your team, after a crazy long year the year before. When during the summer did things finally sort of slow down and you could get perspective on everything that just went down?
I think it didn't really hit till a few weeks after the season ended. Like, the first week following the national championship game, we were all just like resting and hanging out with each other. And then a couple weeks following, we finally were like able to look back on it. And we were like, oh my gosh, that was the longest season. That was so special and such an amazing run. And we finally got to look back on it.
How did you first hear that Lisa Bluder was retiring and Jan Jansen was taking over?
We were actually all home in the summer. So it was after finals week. And we went home in May, and so no one was on campus. So we had to have a group FaceTime call, and everyone was on the call, including our athletic director, Beth Getz. And that's when Coach Bluder said she was retiring, and obviously Jan was on the call, and she was kind of smiling here and there, and she announced that she was going to take over the head coaching role, and we were all super excited for her.
I was going to say, what was the team reaction when you heard that?
Everyone was like a little bummed for Coach Bluder. I mean, I've been coached by her for 3 years, so I was sad to see her go, and she's definitely made such an impact on my basketball career, as well as just developing as a woman. And but I was so blessed to be coached by her, and I'm also so excited for Jan, and she's been awesome, and I love playing for her, so everyone was really excited.
What was the first thing you told Jan once she was officially the head coach?
Well, I first congratulated her, and I know that she definitely had opportunities elsewhere to be a head coach. So I was so blessed that she stayed here throughout the years and stuck with us. And, it's finally her turn. So more than anything, I was excited for her and, just feeling out that change for a little bit first. But she talked to me quite a bit and reassured me. And we had a lot of those conversations. So that definitely helped ease any anxiety about it. And I was so excited.
Obviously, the train is on the tracks. This program is going in the right direction. So it's not like she's going to do some crazy different things with the program overall. But she's a different person, and she's going to have some things that are different. Give me 1 or 2 examples of things that have been different so far.
Well, obviously, with just a new team in general, the learning process is a little bit slower. We have to teach our offense, our defense, all of our plays. So I think that's just been a little different for me because we've had such a veteran team for so long that everything was just like, you learn it and we're going. But it's definitely, the summer was a lot of learning, which was great. We needed that for a new team. And I think compared to Bluder, Bluder kind of yelled at us more. Jam was kind of good cop. So I think that's changing a little bit here and there. So.
Yeah, it's probably going to have to change, right? That makes sense. Speaking of change, you had a big jump personally this past season compared to the previous year. How come?
I think really just the confidence when I got more minutes. I really took advantage of that, and that's something that I've been wanting so bad over the years and what I've worked so hard for. So more than anything, I don't think I was nervous or anything, but I was just like, let's go. Like, finally, this is what I've been waiting for. So just having those games with a lot more minutes gave me a lot of confidence for our postseason run.
Where do you want to improve this season?
I think, obviously, graduating some great upperclassmen and 3 starters, that there's a lot of opportunities left on the table, whether it's shots or rebounds or assists. So that's something that I'm definitely looking forward to. I mean, there's obviously Caitlin and Gabby. That's a lot of shots combined. So, we'll definitely have to make up for that. So I'm excited to have the ball in my hands a little bit more. And, I'm just really excited for this new team and to show what we got.
Of course, you're not going to be the only one who has the opportunity to take those shots that are gone from Kate and from Caitlin being gone. Lucy Olson, a huge transfer coming over to the Iowa Hawkeyes. So far, what have you learned about her?
She's awesome. I love playing with her. I think the first day in summer, I put us on the same team for scrimmage just because I was excited to play with her. And, you know, she definitely exceeded all those expectations. And she definitely has a little bit different game than a lot of Big Ten guards. She loves her mid-range game, which is awesome. I love watching her pull up mid-range. So, but she's just a great teammate and such an amazing player. And I'm excited to play with her this season.
We know you have to step up. Lucy has to step up. Obviously, Hannah is going to take some of the leadership role in the scoring as well. Give me another player or two that you think we should keep an eye on this season.
I think one that you guys haven't seen yet, and she's a freshman. Her name's Tegan Mullaney. She's been playing very well in our practices recently, and you know, she's playing a little bit of the 4 position, so I'm really excited to see what she's got, and she has a great shot. So I think she will definitely help us, and we will need her this year for sure. And I think Kylie Feuerbach, she's been playing great, and she's obviously one of my best friends, and I'm excited to see more opportunities come her way this season.
Let me get one more on last year for you now. A decade from now, when you look back on it, what's going to be the first memory from last season? The first thing that's going to pop in your head?
Oh, gosh. I mean, there's literally so many memories from last season. I think all the memories in between the games is what I'll remember forever. Like, I'm so close with those girls, and I think we'll stay best friends for a very long time, and I'll cherish that forever. But I think that obviously some big games in between, like when Caitlin hit the scoring record and then they labeled it on Carver, I think that was super awesome and super excited to see her accomplish that, and probably the LSU game and the national championship game.
Yeah, it's hard to pick just one. That was one heck of a season you guys had, and looking forward to see what you guys have in store this year. Sydney Affolter, thanks so much for your time. Talk to you soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Sydney and the Hawkeyes will be a part of the biggest season ever of basketball in this conference, and you can get ready for it with 2 full days of Big Ten Basketball Media Days presented by TIAA. Wednesday and Thursday beginning at 10 Eastern, 9 Central Time, 7 Pacific, only here on the Big Ten Network and the Fox Sports app. Kyle Monangai is climbing the national rankings for most rushing yards per game, but where is he in Anthony's list of best running backs in the league? Find out next.